It's 2 o'clock. I'll call the August 12th meeting 2025 Neosho County Commissioners to order for a regular meeting at 2 o'clock. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance and then invocation from Dr. Shaw.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our Father, we pause right now to thank you that you are the God who gives us every good and perfect gift, the God who loves us even when we do not deserve it, the God who has provided us with the health and strength to enjoy this day, and the God who's promised never to leave us nor forsake us. Today we ask your richest blessings upon this meeting and upon the commissioners. We thank you for their willingness to serve our community. We pray that you would help them to make wise decisions. We pray that you'd help them to do that which would be best for our community. We pray that you'd help them to be men and women of integrity. And Lord, we just thank you for the blessings we enjoy by living in a land where we have freedom to elect our leaders and freedom to say what we believe without fear of recrimination. And Lord, most of all, we thank you for the freedom we enjoy in Jesus Christ. In his precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Dr. Shaw. Any additions or?
I needed 15 minutes. No, I got to.
Okay. Did we want to put anything in on the payments, the debt payoff?
Yeah.
Okay. No other changes. Make a motion to approve consent agenda. Accounts payable being $168,556.96. Accounts payroll clearing, $185,640.55. The minutes from 6/3.
Bottom corner.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, June 6/3, 2005, and May 6th, 2025, and time off requests submitted for department heads.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 3-0. And I skipped over public comment. I am sorry. Any public comment?
Shirley Estrada, Rural Erie. I want to be very clear. I am all for this digital radio system for the volunteer fire departments. And I believe that this windfall of available radios at $50 and $75 each needed to be jumped on immediately. I have spent the last few days listening to those portions of the meetings concerning the digital radios. I find the conversations throughout these past 6 months to be contradictory, condescending, misleading, disjointed, and lacking in detail. I am dismayed in the implementation process of how to integrate these radios into an already existing system. It feels like a fly by the seat of your pants rather than a well thought out, well planned approach. As I see it, the county, by first donating, now expending, over $27,000 worth of repeaters and radios and related supplies and labor, has a similar stake in this county fire system that St. Paul and Galesburg has, with Thayer, Stark, and Erie benefiting at no cost. It's little wonder that those departments are excited about this new system. Early in the discussions, the comment was made, quote, "It's not our system, we're just donating." But now that seems to have changed. So how does this investment by the county integrate into an already existing system with St. Paul and Galesburg? How is this partnership of 3 entities going to work? It already appears Galesburg has been bullied out, labeled as uncooperative over $250 after investing in $17,000 in a system that they own and have been part of for the past 3 years. Now the commission considers the county owners rather than donors of the radios and equipment that they are purchasing, I assume the county would be managing the system. But it is becoming clear that the manager of this system is St. Paul. Now I want to make it perfectly clear. I have nothing against St. Paul, their fire department, or any fire department, or their chiefs. But I wonder, why is the county not managing, thus controlling this radio system? Why is the county agreeable to St. Paul managing the system? And what if it were any other fire department? Are all the other fire departments agreeable? Because this isn't just about radios. What are the expectations of each entity? What if there is disgruntlement down the line with the way the system is being run? Is the county then going to intervene? Who should be in charge of programming the radios and managing passwords? St. Paul Fire Department, the county, a third-party radio vendor, or a combination in the event something happens to the fire chief or changes are made within their department? How can the county own the radios but then turn around and expect the fire departments to replace the batteries at their expense? Are fire departments aware of this? And who is in charge of collecting the radios when a firefighter resigns or moves? The county? How does the private communication frequency owned by Galesburg fit into the overall picture? And what if other departments want to do the same? What agreements are needed to address all these potential issues? It was actually the unrelenting complaining about a radio system that was only going to cost $2,500, then $5,000, then $10,000, and now it's $25,000 plus that kind of got on my last nerve. But that's on you, commissioners. At the very least, I would have expected more than one quote from a radio communications vendor due to the cost of $22,000. Only one quote, and you accepted it without any discussion? Better yet, a presentation as to what is needed, taking into consideration the current equipment or possibly a better use of that equipment to accomplish the goal, which is getting all 5 volunteer fire departments on one system. A digital radio system set up by a fire department because the commission 6 years ago was not on board. Joined in by another fire department to solve an ongoing problem, and for them with a problem with the analog system, and for them exacerbated by the turbines. A system currently benefiting only 2 fire departments, but now expanding to encompass all 5, giving all the ability to communicate with each other regardless of where they are within the county. This is not a simple process. But with a well thought out, well planned approach, there shouldn't be any surprises. And if there are, that's on you, commissioners. Now what I did this is a summary of what I actually typed up because it was going to be much longer than 5 minutes. So I have the expanded version for you plus a timeline because I needed to kind of figure out how all this happened and what happened in what order, and actually how much money the commissioner has spent on this system to date, which I'm not complaining about. I believe it was well worth it. And I might add, if you go back to when the St. Paul Fire Department came before the commissioners, I believe it was October, November of 2019, a cost for a system for everyone, the whole brand new shebang, and according to my notes was $250,000. But there were grants available that would cover 85% of that. So that 35% or that 15% would have been $37,500. What has been spent between the commission, St. Paul, Galesburg, has more than doubled that cost. So I just want to throw that out there.
Surely, you know, my feeling at first, I said this couldn't be the full cost of this project. What I said, this was not going to, what we're going to get these radios for this price, $50 each. It wasn't going to be the full price. It kept growing, and I brought this concern up multiple times about it not having it laid out. So, but I would.
You had control of that. You had control of that. You could have laid all this out. It did not have to be.
Well, it was just, it progressed every time. It was, well, we needed this upgraded, this upgraded.
Well, I know, and
Yeah.
that's the problem. You could have bought the radios, but you didn't have to install the repeaters and, you know, get all that done immediately. You could have taken the time to figure out exactly where the repeaters needed to be.
Well, I think we're covered now, are we not, Lori? I mean,
What? But,
Yeah.
but you still need the repeater in Galesburg, because now you have one there, Galesburg, St. Paul.
I think we've kept them in every community, have we not?
Yes.
You have a repeater in Erie too, so you have 5 repeaters?
No, no.
Okay.
Lori could probably tell you exactly where they're all located. I could not tell you where every one of them are at.
But see, but you should know. I mean, that's whole part of this whole picture, you should know.
That's why, the other part is where you direct a department head to make the decisions, to bring forth the pattern, or bring it to us and give us the recommendations. There's no way I know where everything is in the county at all times. It's impossible.
No, I do not think you should put it all.
I'm not, but when they bring us a proposal, we go with the proposal.
You can ask questions. If I remember correctly, you made the maintenance director jump through hoops just to buy an ice maker. Oh, yes.
Well, we bought that's always been a contentious of mine. We buy a piece of equipment, but we might have to buy a piece of trailer to go with it. I've brought that up multiple times. It's the add-ons or the legacy costs.
You could have had someone a radio vendor come before you, give the spiel, and
Well,
add in.
do we not have a 911 advisory committee that helps direct all this to us? I've been to the meeting. I mean,
Do they have any part of this?
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay.
We have a whole committee of all different law enforcement, ambulance services, Parks and Rec, all, or Parks and Wildlife. They all, I know, they all consolidate, and this is what helps bring about these plans and to make sure the coverage is out there.
May I say something?
You may.
Yes, this has been, it seems like a very fast process. There's a lot of reasoning behind that, and I think I've articulated this before, but I'll be more than glad to go over it again. First of all, St. Paul put in this system. And then when, 5, 6 years ago. And it was brought to you guys, and I supported this system. And the main reason St. Paul wanted it was so they could not only communicate with our dispatch, but Crawford County. And so they chose to put in that system. Then when we got our new fire chief, he chose to go digital. In Galesburg. He did.
No, let's stop right there. John Lilburn had nothing to do with this digital system. It was put in of June of 2021 before he came in, because I asked him. It was
Okay,
already
well, I have
in.
records too, so I'll double check on that. But he also, there was a countywide east frequency that we always run on. That's how we contacted him and everything else. I will definitely check on the dates. To my recollection, he asked for the digital, and he wanted to be put on that. And then, let's move forward several years. When Wyatt came in, I didn't know nothing about these very cheap radios and mobiles. And when Wyatt came to the meeting and started talking about it, that's when I knew he was more than willing to allow us to run through his system. And that saves the county a lot of money. It allows all the fire departments to communicate on one frequency. The reason there's repeaters, they act like a relay. So so that's why there's so many. And then the hurriness of this was due to, we had one fire department we had zero communication with. And so as a safety issue, that was my top priority, is getting something in place, getting a repeater they could hit off of, and everything else in place. Yes, originally we was talking about what the cost of the mobiles and the portables would cost. However, I believe at that same time I said we're going to have to put in repeaters, and I was going to get quotes, which we had already discussed, trying to put in a new repeater and some sort of the VHF system, update it in there. So
And Stark.
Yes. And so this was not, it's been bits and pieces, because we've run into a few complications, and that's why I've been bringing it to you guys, is when we run into complications, then I need to get approval from you guys, being my boss. Can I move forward with this? As for programming these radios, right now, Uplinks has all the radios, and they are programming them. And as of yesterday, there's a little tiff, I think, going on, and I kind of got pulled into it yesterday, and was I don't want nothing to do with this, but there is a tiff over a password that I do not have. You might want to write that down. I do not have that password. Even though they went through my radio company that the county pays for to ask them to get that password from me. I don't have it. There's one person that I know of.
A problem, and that's what I'm bringing.
Okay, can I finish? I did tell the radio guys that in order for it to be maintained, I would need that password in the event something happened to someone, or my radio guys agreed to possibly get that password. But that won't be our prerogative just to hand out to whoever. It is St. Paul's system. They put up the tower, they spent the money, they offered to have us, or let us run through that. And the password is the problem here. And so I don't have it. I really don't want it because I don't want in the middle of this pissing match that's going on. I'm just telling you, that's where the problem lies. And as for everything I have done it correctly. Yes, it's been bits and pieces. Yes, there's been complications. Yes, I've been in here a lot talking to you guys about this. But I'm doing this for the safety and for the communication of Neosho County. No other reason. Believe me, it's been a huge amount of work for me.
I'm with you on the part, the communication is everybody wants to control it, and I'm not blaming you. Out in the fire department world, each department wants to have their own control. It's like, we're supposed to be working as a cohesive
Yes.
system in our county. And I have this is mine. This is not how it should work.
No, I totally agree. And they do work. I will give them all credit. When we have something going on and we have multiple units there, they work together as a team for the safety and the security of this county. But yes, this has become a lot bigger project due to signals, due to a lot of other issues that has popped up trying to put this in. But I'm sorry, like I said, St. Paul chose on their own, so we can't even count that. I will double check on Galesburg, but I believe they came on board right when they first got here and wanted to go digital, but I will double check on that date. And I could be wrong. I'm wrong occasionally. But as for the rest, I'm not going to sit here and apologize for how this has come up. When you're dealing with radios, electronics, everything else, you're going to have problems. Things are going to pop up. That's just how it works. And for those that do not understand that, I have brought every amount I asked for. I have brought an explanation for every reason. And I feel that this isn't even about that. It's over that password. It's all it's over, is over that password. And that one person has that control. And it's not being given to the rest. I can tell you, I have not been approached by anybody about a password other than my company yesterday that said, I was asked by John to get the password from you. And I said, I don't have a password. Because I knew this was going to be a problem. I'd already talked to Uplinks, who is our radio maintenance, does everything, programming these radios, everything. I asked him to have the password, to put it into our file, that way if there was ever a problem and a radio needed reprogrammed, we had the access to get into it. I was thinking ahead and knowingly, and I'd already spoken to Wyatt, and he thought that was a great idea. So that way, since they're programming them all, they have it, they can do it, and I don't know what else to tell you. I feel like this was an attack on me, over a password, and I don't have
My
nothing.
discussion, my comments or attack on you over a password has nothing to do with you or a password. I was going through, it has nothing to do with you.
You just said it was brought in and it was not put together correctly and was not,
I was addressing it to the commissioners. I did not mention
I'm the one that
you.
presented
I
it.
did not mention you whatsoever in my comments.
When
It
you-
was all on the commissioners.
Okay,
Not
well,
one word
they
to
didn't
you.
present it,
So
Shirley,
you-
I did.
No, you are taking
Anyway,
it
if
too
you don't need
personally.
anything else, yeah, I am taking this personally. I worked very hard on it. What,
I'm
Yeah.
sure you have, so I think you need to sit down before you and I get in a tiff where it shouldn't be. I was addressing the commissioners, and I should be addressing commissioners.
Are you threatening me?
No, not addressing you.
okay, well, I apologize for all of that, but I'm just saying, I felt I
Yeah.
had done my due diligence in this area. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
See, we're over. I'm sorry, we'll do Jennifer Taylor.
Thank you for allowing me to come. I'm Jen Taylor. I'm a grant and program coordinator for Southeast Kansas Mental Health. I have Doug right here with us, our COO, who I know you've met before. I'm coming to you today to ask for your approval for a letter of support for our HRSA, the Health Resources and Services Administration application for us to become a federally qualified health center lookalike. That's a lot of words. There's an alphabet soup. It's called a FQHC lookalike. About a year ago, we applied to become a FQHC through a competitive grant process. Those grants were not funded by Congress and not awarded. So now we are pursuing the lookalike application. The difference between a FQHC and a FQHC lookalike is a FQHC gets federal grant dollars, and that's a competitive process. A lookalike does not. As part of our application, we need to reach out to the different healthcare organizations in our service area. This would apply to Ashley Clinic, Chanute, Ashley Clinic Yates Center, and our Yates Center Dental. So I was reaching out to Taylor Noyce at the health department, and SEK MHC I know has worked with them throughout the years, specifically Gladys Clark has worked with them in their WIC clinics, supplying resources and helped them. So I reached out to Taylor and asked if we could get a letter of support. And she replied that she was a department head and that she could not do that without authorization from the county commissioners. So we're here today to ask for the authorization for that letter of support for our application.
So if the FQHS or HC is federally funded, the lookalike, how is it funded then if it's not federal?
They don't get federal grant money. That's the difference. So you still get the Medicare, Medicaid, you fund private insurance, how you get your funding through your patients that come in, but you don't get any federal grant dollars.
Well, I do have concerns, if you've not listened to other county commissioners. Salary issues have been a concern with the executive administration within a nonprofit, and I'll bring it up that we have concerns as a board. We're using tax dollars to fund a nonprofit with some of the salaries are about 20 times an average citizen of Neosho County. If you take the median income in Neosho County, some of these salaries are 20 times more. And I have some where I cannot write that letter of support. I understand the services, but I can't lend my support behind it. I don't know what you're feeling there, but I can't do it.
I appreciate the investment that Southeast Kansas Mental Health has made in Neosho County. They've kept Ashley Clinic open. They are the only, I think, mental health provider that we do have. So it's not that we don't support your efforts, but it is just a concern on the executive pay. But
I would add that the support of Ashley Clinic, this is about Ashley Clinic. I want to be clear, this is, an FQHC is primarily medical in nature with some behavioral health, or the CCBHC is primarily behavioral health with some medical. So this actually would give Ashland Clinic enhanced Medicaid and Medicare funding opportunity through a fee for service, but through those two branches, which would actually help stabilize Ashland Clinic here in Neosho County. So I think the commission can get caught up in their concerns about salary, and I get that, but I hope the commission will look more broadly and say, what is our duty to help stabilize healthcare in Neosho County? Because becoming an F2HC lookalike will help stabilize Ashland Clinic. And if we don't stabilize healthcare in Neosho County, it's going to slowly but surely dissipate away. I know you've heard my story before. I come from Western Kansas. I've seen that happen over and over again. So I'm just very invested in trying to keep Ashland Clinic as solvent as possible, because historically they've not been, and this would be something that would, us becoming an F2HC lookalike and separating out Ashland Clinic for that, that helps stabilize them. So I just want to be clear on the purpose of an F2HC lookalike. So I don't know if that changes your view, but I think it's important for the commissioners to understand that this is about stabilizing healthcare. And I think it would be short-sighted to say, well, we don't like this, so we're not going to support services, because I know the commissioners have repeatedly, and I do believe the commissioners when they say they want to support healthcare. So, my 2 cents. I don't want to say that.
No, and I appreciate that, Doug. And you know, we've known each other lots of years, and it's tough when we see that disparity. I mean, just based on those, how much more health care you could provide. That as a nonprofit, there has to be some limitations, and it's not just SEK Mental Health. It's lots of nonprofits that need to be reorganized, because sometimes it feels like the money's going to the top and it ain't going to the workers. I know you've improved, but how many more workers could you hire with those same federal funds? So that's where I get as like, and I'm not in that decision making. I haven't been in that decision making before, and I just.
Well, I want to clarify something that I think you said, or maybe you didn't say this, Nick. You said the salary's going to the top, but not to the workers. I want to be clear that the salary recommendations that were followed were for every single group. Our therapists almost doubled or tripled their salaries. It wasn't just the top, it was every single class got those. I wasn't really involved with the study or the group that did the study or how that happened, but I just want to make sure that the message is clear that it wasn't just one group. It was like everybody got increased salaries over the certain years.
Have anything, Paul?
I'm with you, Nick.
How's your feeling, Gail?
Well, I just think at this time, we'd like to see some changes. I mean, if you're gonna stabilize your nonprofit, starting at the top would be a good thing of being able to stabilize things. Again, we are giving our support in other areas.
Well, we've abated taxes off the Ashland Clinic. As it became a nonprofit, property tax evaporated for those buildings. So that in itself is support for those buildings, because we
And
also.
we could have argued those. Mental health is tax exempt, but just a regular medical clinic is not. And so in Ashland Clinic, it's hard to tell what's mental health and what's actual, and we did allow that full exemption. So we have given our support. I mean, that's dollars off, straight off our income. So there is that support at this time. So I don't think we have a motion.
Thank you for your time.
You
Appreciate
bet.
it.
Have you went to other counties on this issue?
That it don't pertain to
Oh,
us and Woodson.
Yeah, it should just be 2 counties.
2 counties?
We're talking about. And we have gone to the other health department
Well, no, I will tell you, as far as department heads writing letters and recommendation for the commission or the, is somewhat frowned upon in the past. It has been. So it's really not any department's problem, but writing recommendations and stamping Neosho County on it, it should come to the commission, so. City of Galesburg. They here? Oh, no.
Thank you.
Bet.
Appreciate it.
Josh White?
They're not here? No.
For your first purpose?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't quite see because I don't have my glasses on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Figured I can be here, so why not?
Okay, no problem. No. Yeah, we didn't know, we didn't want to miss you, or if you needed to talk to us, that'd be great. Rodney, you're up now.
So, Rodney Warren, Full Equipment. I sent to all of you a email last week, copy of a service agreement renewal proposal on your 953 track loader that's out at the transfer station. This machine, relatively low hourly usage per year, probably that 250, 300 hour a year range, but it does need to be serviced at least once a year. And for the last 4 years, we have been doing an annual service on that machine and taking care of it. That service agreement has expired, and what you have in front of you is the new renewal of that. And I've got the original here.
Did we send that an email?
I sent it
Yeah.
to you via
This is an
email. But hopefully you got it. It didn't come back to me anyway. But the new proposal is slightly higher than 4 years ago, but it's, I think, within a couple $100 or less for service, annual service. So I think it's realistic. We're just continuing on with doing the annual services, and we just request that you look at that and approve it, and we can sign it and continue on doing business with you.
What year is that, Rodney? Do you know?
That machine is early 2000, probably. I'd have to look. I think it's an 05, 06 model, somewhere in that range,
I
Paul.
know the county's got quite a
2000. It says 2000.
2000, is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, it was within 5 years, so. A good series of machines. That 953C has been a really good performer over the years for CAT, so.
So this is an 8-year agreement?
That is an 8-year agreement.
4-year?
Yep, the previous one was 4. I figured you could do without seeing me for a while, so I made it for 8. But basically, it's a 4-year agreement and just doubled it, and for time-wise, and extended it on
Is it
out.
gonna go that long?
Oh, it
My
should.
bosses cringe a little bit when I do that, because they never know what oil and filter costs are going to do, and labor and everything. But it's locked in, so you're locked in for 8 years if with this agreement.
But Rodney, if we like upgrade or sell the machine,
Then it's we just cancel the agreement. You can walk away from it, no penalties of any kind. Correct.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve service agreement with Foley Equipment for the CAT 2000 953C track loader, unit number 255, serial number 02ZN03302, in the amount of $3,087.85 per service year, and the contract is for 8 years.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed, 3-0.
We're gonna pass that. Chat. Cassidy.
I think there's something on about each page there.
Thanks.
As, you know, get
I know.
some writer's cramp going there. And I'll take it up to the clerk's office and make a copy before I leave today.
That'd be great.
Not that one.
I was just saying, but
Keep going.
I was just making sure,
Yeah,
because
no X's.
Okay.
Yeah.
just had another signature on blank page. That's kind of, thought, what am I signing? Better put that in the right spot.
Paul, can you those to Chastity?
Boom, boom.
Yeah, that was already down there at the bottom. But yeah, initial each one of them and sign at the bottom, you're good. Lawyers feel like they need to justify their
Well, they get paid by the,
document, yeah.
well, just letter usually. Right, Brett?
Generally, I don't go that way.
I think I got them all.
Looks good.
Double check it.
Thanks, sir.
You bet your Rodney.
Appreciate it.
Be good.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Paul, thank you.
Take care.
I'll get this copied upstairs. We appreciate your business.
Thank you, Rodney.
All right, thank you.
Dave, you're up, I guess, now.
Dave, you got put on top of the list?
Yep.
I need a title change, because every time I come to talk to you guys, I'm spending money.
We'll call you 911 director.
Hey, I didn't say it.
A couple months ago, I came to you and said I wanted to look into getting these window wells covered back here. Keep the excess rain from coming down in them. We have 4 of these window wells, but the one right here in the meeting room is already under an awning, so it never catches any rain anyway. But that picture is something real similar to what we're looking at. What's his name? Steve Vincent, I think, from Glass Depot showed up. He went to Young's Welding and presented them something like this. They want to build it out of steel and then powder coat it, and then Glass Depot will cover it in Lexan and make it where, in the event somebody steps on it or whatever, nobody falls through, try to make it safe. Keeping the ends open just like it shows in that picture, just to keep air movement through it so we don't run into any humidity issues down there. I would prefer to see it done out of aluminum, but that's going to add quite a bit of money to the overall cost of it. I didn't have them price it, but the 7940 is installed.
All 3 of them, or per window, or all 3?
That's all of them.
Oh,
Yeah, and that should keep any issues from happening in this building, because right now, whenever we get these torrential rainfalls and the drains get inundated, each one of these window wells do have a drain in the bottom, but it's just an 1.5-inch drain. So if we get one of them gully washers like we get pretty regular, keeping that much water from actually coming down in these should prevent any problems.
No pre-manufactured product?
Nothing this size. These things are 20-something foot long, and it just kind of has to be custom built just for it to sit over the way we were kind of designing it. It was going to sit over the edge of the concrete, because each one of these window wells have like I believe it's an 8-inch wall around it, and we wanted it to sit over the edge just so it protects the edge of the concrete and keeps anything from running in there. And they will be, I think he figured it this way, but being how they're all 20-ish feet long, there's going to have the 2 pieces of the 4x8 Lexan on it, and then the middle piece will be roughly 4 foot left over there. We'd make that where it unbolts or comes off, and then we still have access down into these window wells in case for some.
That's why my next question is, how available is somebody to still be able to open it from the outside? And that would be my concern if you had to get out.
Well, these windows
You
don't
could-
fall under egress laws anyway. We can't get out these windows anyway, the way they work, so we don't have to follow those rules. This isn't a way of egress. We have the 2 exits, and that's, now in the event that we did get out, you're still 8 foot up. I mean, there's no ladders in there now. If we want ladders bolted to the walls,
No, I'm just saying, if that sucker's locked to where you couldn't open them, or you are bolted shut, I think I could get out of here if I needed to. That would be my thing.
well, that can be addressed. We can put them on hinges. I mean, just like that picture there shows, it does flip up. I didn't have it bid that
Right.
way just simply because the normal person.
I can get through that window and I can get out. One way or another, I get through that window.
Quite possibly. Just as far as just actual fire marshal ways of egress stuff, we're not required to, but if you do want that, we can hinge at it in some way, so.
Well, my thing is, if you make it lockable from the outside, you can't get it. You'd have to have some way you can unlock it both ways.
Yeah. And it wouldn't necessarily have to be lockable. What we have here is just metal grates laying over it. It's not locked down. So if we just had a panel that just had a clasp on it that held it down and prevent anything from blowing it open, and I could have steel ladder made or whatever and bolt it to the inside of these if we do want to make it a way of egress. We still have the 5 foot to get 4 foot, whatever, to get out of the windows. So.
We don't have that now.
Hmm?
We don't have that now, so.
No.
Oh, I can get
I'm
out.
just saying we could have.
He doesn't need a ladder.
I don't need a ladder. If I need to get out, I get out.
So if you want-
I just, the concerns is how you're gonna secure it and secure it from somebody coming through it too. I mean, it's gonna go both ways a little bit, so. I'd almost get with you, Dave, and we'll see if we can
Yeah, I didn't.
hammer out some ideas. Cause
That as a way
that's
to get
my,
out of the building, so.
yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, if there was active shooters or anything up front, we might wanna be able to get out of here some way, somehow, so. Have some concerns about that.
Well, that'll be.
Or a fire or tornado or whatever, close the building off and you might have your own accesses out one of those windows.
Right. That won't change the cost a whole lot, I wouldn't think. I mean, it's just a matter of adding hinges and figuring out a ladder to get out of the building. My concern about if we did that is then we have a ladder to get down in these wells if we worry about vandalism or not, so. And if we go to lock it, then we have the problem of getting out again, so. That's why I didn't look that far into it.
Yeah.
It was just
Do you have
solely
that
to.
concerns right now? There's not a
Huh?
ladder out there, so do you have that
Oh,
concerns
no,
right now?
not 4 or 5, what, about
It's
5
8.
feet?
Yeah.
No, it's outside, it's not 8 foot.
Hmm?
Getting outside is not 8 foot, it's only 4
Yeah,
foot depth.
it's 8, 9 foot, something up to the top of that.
You are not, you're not gonna be able to jump that high.
You don't know how hard I can jump, somebody's coming at me.
You're not gonna need a ladder.
I don't know, that's just a concern.
It is.
If you lock yourself in, you're locked in.
And like I said, I did think about that, but being how it doesn't follow the egress, I didn't figure that in. But if we do want to hinge that middle panel and put a ladder in there, it won't change that cost much, and I can do the ladder myself. So they make prefab ladders, you can just
Roll
fold in
down
there.
ladders or roll up ladders, so where it folds flat against the wall and it'll fold back out.
You have a ladder inside, so no one has access of getting down into the well.
Yeah.
I just don't, I mean, the only way out is breaking a window.
Well, there's grates on this one, isn't it? The other ones don't have grates.
I guess you two get together and we'll table it.
Yeah, table and we'll get with you. That's my guess of when we
Look into egress stuff. Okay, I'll look into it. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
It has been a busy 2 weeks in this week, on your update report. Okay, so I'll start with some good news. Not that it's not all great news today. I did get a little bit of information. The initial renewal is back on our health coverage, and where we anticipated a 36 to 39% increase, it has dropped to 25%, which we were at almost $500,000 at the 36 to 39%, where we would drop to $312,000 increase in benefits. However, that's before any negotiations, that's before any plan changes or modifications, and stuff like that. We anticipate the potential of 17 to 19. So I do have another meeting scheduled for the 25th. They should have a lot of that information back by then to go over, and hopefully I'll have updates for you guys on that first commission meeting in September. So yay, good news, right? Okay. I do need to request an executive session regarding 911 and Road and Bridge for 5 minutes to include commission, council, and myself.
I move to recess into executive session to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel regarding 911 and Road and Bridge for,
5 minutes, please.
5 minutes with the commission, council, and HR.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed 3-0. Second, no action taken.
I'll make a motion to terminate one 911 employee effective August the 7th of 2025.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I'll make a motion to hire one road and bridge employee at the rate listed on August the 12th, effective date 2025.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 I will make a motion to transfer one part-time 911 employee to full-time effective August 15th, 2025.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed.
Everybody got one today.
Pass notes.
I like them, thank you.
Pass notes.
Those gals I did have them written out for us. So.
I would appreciate
It does work.
Makes us look
Yes, it looks good.
It actually works really well.
I'm
It does, it helps a lot.
All the pertinent details are covered.
messing with me.
I-
One
yeah,
signature down here, one signature up here.
I'm not sure how that happened.
Just to confuse them.
Yeah. So that one's the second.
Yeah. Yeah, how's that?
Yep. All three. Thank you very much. Okay, I'd like to request a 15-minute executive session regarding personnel, county personnel, to include myself, commission, and council.
I'll move to recess into executive session to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel regarding the county as a whole for 15 minutes to include commission, council, and HR, and come back at...
You wanted
we're gonna
5
5
minutes.
minutes, so let's say 3:20.
Okay.
She said 15.
I need 5. We need 5 just for a break. So,
You want the break before?
yes?
Okay. So
I'll
3:20.
second the motion.
Don't really
All
care.
those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I'm with you. We're gonna extend 10 minutes, I think. I'll make a motion to extend current executive session for 10 more minutes, come back at 3:32. Close enough?
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed 2-0. back in, no action taken. Guess Mike, you're up.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Go through my list. We've got some more bills to pay.
Always.
I knew he'd
911 is bad, I don't know.
get, Mike's are just bigger tickets.
Yeah, yours look pretty small compared to. Anyway, but it's all good. It's all in the name of progress. We have two bills from CFS. I will give them to you one at a time. This first one is for inspection services on the River Bridge project from Cook Flat and Strobel in the amount of $43,536.39. So I'll give you this one first. And here's a motion, whoever I'll let you pass those out.
That's your motion. There's your bill.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve payment of number 10 to CFS for professional inspection services on the Elk Road National River Bridge project, number BSN 661, KDOT number G7C-5209-01, an amount of $42,000.
42,000, 43.
$43,536.39.
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Aye.
Special bridge.
Okay, thank you for that. Now this next one is, it's on the same project. I don't really know why we got two invoices, but we did. And it's for CFS for inspection services on the same River Bridge project in the amount of $16,900. And here's the motion for the action.
This is our bridge inspection, correct? This isn't on the
Yes.
same.
Oh. Okay.
This is off system, right?
This is the off-system
Okay,
bridge.
This
I
is off
apologize.
system.
Then disregard that motion. We still need to pay it, the motion.
Yeah,
It's just,
I think we can handle it.
Inspection services for inspection of bridges.
that's on
Yeah, sorry about that.
the new one that they
No,
put.
this is for 105 off-system bridges and 64.
Oh,
Yeah.
the whole package,
This is
sorry,
their-
this is the whole
their
package,
bridges.
okay, sorry.
I'm sorry that we
I was thinking it was for that
The new project.
new project after
Nope.
that,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'll make the motion to pay CFS for Neosho County routine bridge inspection for 2024. The 105 off-system bridges and the 64 RS bridges in the amount of $16,900.
Be taken out of,
Special bridge? Or do we take it out of road and bridge? He's not listening, so.
I think we've taken it out of this road and
Yeah.
bridge before.
Yeah,
Let's
road and
just do
bridge.
road and bridge.
we can
so it
probably
doesn't mess
stand
up
it
my
this year
spreadsheet.
since we're down so
Yeah.
many people.
Road and bridge.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed 3-0.
Okay, so this one's a little bit more painful.
It's Gail's,
It's progress.
Gail's turn now.
It's progress, it's exciting.
It is progress, this is big progress.
It's gonna be a really nice
This
project
is
when it's
for
done.
the River Bridge also, for Bridges Inc. It's payment application number 12 in the amount of $622,210.09. And they did pour the last section of the deck last Tuesday, basically third of the deck last Tuesday. So the deck is completely poured. They're working on the rails now, and then after that will be the dirt work. And following the dirt work will be the tying the asphalt in, and then at some point after that, the overlay. So it's, I think they're right on schedule and should be opening up sometime this fall.
I spoke with one of the Allen County Commissioners and told him the progress and what we ended up doing on overlay, and he was pleased, and he was gonna possibly talk to his commission some more about Allen County side, so.
Right, and I also called their director and spoke with him, and he was gonna take it to the commission and see if they wanted to get with Bettis and take it on north. So I'm glad you spoke with them also, and hopefully they can tie that together and then make a nice project out of that. So.
I'll make a motion to approve payment application number 12 to Bridges Inc. for the Elk Road Neosho River Bridge project number 661, KDOT project number 67C-5209-01 in the amount of $622,210.09.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Our portion should be getting pretty close.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, Special Bridge.
So the next one I have is the proposal from Hipful Construction for filling ruts on various asphalt roads in the county. I emailed this to you. That would be them providing the lay-down machine, a roller, a broom, etc., and the operators to run it all. And then the county, if you decide to go this route, would provide the trucking of the asphalt. So we're very limited on who we can have do this. I don't really want to get in the asphalt business, but at some point we may have to take a look at either leasing or buying a lay-down machine. I don't really want that. I don't think you guys want that either, but we're just so limited on, there's no local asphalt companies anymore, and it really puts a hurting on the counties in the area, so.
Does Bourbon County make their own asphalt?
They do.
I was gonna say, I was watching their commission meeting and it was like, oh.
I think they've kind of got a mess on their hands up there right now too, so.
They've
But
been
anyway,
meeting
here,
daily.
I'll hand you the.
Really?
To do budgets and everything.
Going from 3 to 5, aren't they? The
I
commissioners.
haven't yet. Okay, so the invoice is 24,000. So would this be our first road sales tax? Is that what we had talked about?
I think we would have to pay it out of that. Now, this is just a proposal. We haven't done anything. It's not an invoice. I mean,
Okay.
This is just,
I mean, I think that's what we had talked about. Or,
yeah, we wanted, first I asked Bettis if they could do it and tie it into the overlay project, and they just said they're not gonna have time.
And this is for which road?
This is for various roads. It'd be
Oh.
like West 21st, South
All
Plummer.
there, the culvert.
it'd be countywide.
Okay.
Yeah, probably a few,
Just for Reading.
on the Galesburg Road, the few patches, because it doesn't look, obviously, that's not gonna get repaired this year, but we could at least fix some of the worst spots. We're also gonna have to do a little bit of patching on Queens Road in preparation for the
Detour.
railroad
59.
overpass project. I anticipate there's gonna be quite a bit of traffic coming down Queens, There's also gonna be quite a bit of traffic coming off of 40th off 59 Highway, cutting across to Queens and then going south. And also, we may have to look at treating some roads with mag chloride to the
For dust abatement.
to the west for dust abatement, probably on 20th, go west, and then probably south on Meade, and we're getting geared up to do quite a bit of work down there. I think that's the two directions that the traffic is gonna go around.
So it's the same company that's doing our North River Bridge?
Yes.
Bridges Inc.
Bridges Inc.
So, do you assume, so they have till February, correct,
That's,
to
the late start date is February of '26. I sent Darren Petrowski a text message the other day. He hasn't responded yet, but I did ask to be included in the pre-work
Conference.
and haven't heard back from him. I don't think that'll be a problem, but then I'll be able to get more information and the estimated start date. It all depends on how busy the contractor is.
I just wonder if they'll finish our project and then just.
Yeah,
do it down
and
there.
transfer the equipment and stuff.
So they are working in the area and
Yeah,
they've got work, obviously our bridge, they've got another bridge down in the Coffeyville area, and,
Another concern that we're gonna be, if they start in February,
well, that's their late start.
no, I mean,
That
it's going
means-
through winter, and
Yeah,
on a gravel road, on part of that's gravel, so
Yeah.
if you come across on 10th, I don't know if they're gonna come back.
Well, 10th doesn't go through to the west,
It just comes around, but it's on us as far as.
Right. but they'll probably, the people coming from the western part will probably come up Meade Road to 20th and then 20th across, and that's where the twin cemeteries are, so we're getting geared up to do so.
You might get us a map, a layout of
Okay.
what possible
Yeah,
unofficial detours that we have to
Okay.
come, kinda prepare for. Cause we've spent several hundreds of thousands on unofficial detours. And this being a KDOT, project, maybe we can have another meeting with KDOT, cause they did reimburse the county for past dust control and all that, and for those unofficial
Yeah.
detours.
okay. I will get a proposed map of how I feel the traffic's gonna be, where I put that in front of you guys before. We've been pretty accurate on most of the
Well,
estimates in the
there
past.
might be some changes in there, but we need to have them, damage issues to go back to KDOT. As you
Yeah.
know, we've went around with them as far as reimbursement to the county, and they've been good.
Yeah.
They have been good.
Yeah,
Les.
they have been.
but this project's not in our county. I mean,
Yeah.
is that gonna make a difference?
Well,
It's,
'Cause
even though the
obviously
project-
but
traffic's coming
even
through
the
our-
project's outside the county, cause we ran it at 47, it was causing a lot of.
Yeah. If I can get a meeting set up with Darren, is it okay, like Nick has negotiated with this in the past, is that okay with
I
the other
think-
commissioners?
Yeah, we should start.
I mean, 'cause
We've gotta know what.
that's what we've done in the past,
Yeah.
and we've
Yeah.
had,
And we have a good rapport with them,
Yeah.
so.
yeah. So if, I'll reach out to Darren and see if I can get a time set up and we can get with him and,
Might get me a map ahead of time, so.
yeah, I will do that. I'll
Get
try
it.
to do that tomorrow.
Know how many miles we're talking about.
Right.
We just got this bridge open. That's the sad part.
Hey, it's
That
better
was-
than both being closed.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I totally agree.
That was,
That was not an option, remember?
They thought it was.
They worked with us, so we got it straightened out, so that's good.
So, in light of that, of having the detour and being able to do some of this patching around the county, I think it's a good idea. I think I would like to see rest of Galesburg with an overlay. At this
West.
point, it's kind of late in the season. When are we doing chip and seal, or are we doing
we're
chip
gonna
and
be
seal?
starting, I meant to have you, Holly, bless her heart, she's probably got it done and I didn't get it to you, but I can email you the
Okay.
proposed map for chip and sealing. And also some of those chip sealing roads that are gonna be on that map, there might be some rut filling also, because I feel that we should go ahead and probably chip and seal, and on the map, the west part of the Galesburg Road is on there, because it's not wasted money, and it needs some help pretty bad. And, maybe we
At
can
least
fill
in-
some of
in
the ruts
preparation.
ourselves this year, chip and seal it, and then next year
Get on the list for
sometime.
next year.
Yeah,
Because
I think that would be.
It would really just finish that project.
Yeah, and then it's, because what they did last year is really nice and it rides good and the people are tickled with the results, and if we could get the same thing going west, I think that would be a good thing.
In that, I talked with Mike, and Mike brought it up, due to the 169 closure, our bridge closure, Douglas or Plummer has taken a beating here. I know it's pulling several thousand cars a day down that road, and
It's deteriorated a lot this year, and some of it is not really so much rutting, it's just chatter. So
Trucks.
It's gonna,
Trucks.
at some point, it's gonna need an overlay on it. There's no patching that thing. And chip and
Well-
sealing does not improve the ride.
I was
State should've
surprised, I know,
overlaid it for us, but
yeah.
But-
Well, Harper Road I don't think has seen the impact that Douglas has got.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
yeah, I would agree with that. So, but anyway, you know, at some point, I really don't wanna get in the asphalt business, but we may have to consider either buying or leasing a machine. I am gonna reach out to JT and just see what it costs to lease one. I know Lebec County bought one a few years back, and they didn't have anybody familiar with running one either, and they actually laid cold patch down until they got familiar with it, and then started buying some hot mix. And I thought it was-
This price might be cheap when you go to start renting equipment and the rollers and the sweeps and all that.
The only thing, and you're right, I agree with you on that. The only thing that is kind of scary about this is if we have them on site and there's a breakdown at the plant and we can't get asphalt, we gotta pay them anyway, and that's the part that concerns me. Hopefully that won't happen, but you never know. Nothing ever breaks when you're not using it.
That's the scary part about owning them. Then it breaks when you need them.
I know.
It seems like my luck on every piece
There-
of equipment I have is when I need it, it breaks.
There's a lot of things I want worse than
Right, we don't-
a laydown
don't-
machine, but I'm concerned that, you know, with all the local asphalt companies gone, that there's very few people out there that's doing this nowadays, so just something to think about. I'm not asking for a decision anytime soon, but, I just wanted to mention it, so.
Okay.
But what do you think of Mr. Hippel's proposal? Are you okay with that? Because I don't mean to put pressure on you, but he's got a lot of projects, and he said the sooner we could let him know, the
Well, I
better.
think we've talked
and then-
about this for a while.
And he's gonna use these patching on rutting maybe somewhere, or where
Rutting, like on,
previous to like chip and seal, or,
right,
okay.
So is he
What?
gonna do this before you do chip and seal?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
So like,
that's-
it's like a leveling course
Yeah.
before you
Right,
serve.
basically it
be
is a
great.
leveling course, yeah.
Leanna Road. needs
Because some of
to
them
patch.
is-
Oh, yeah.
Well, and up there, like on 21st, between Plummer and Santa Fe, there's some really bad ruts on that road. You know, just to the west of the grain elevator. That's probably
I
some of
know
the
that
worst.
Allen County's done quite a few different roads, and they've re-chip and sealed some of the ones north on
Yeah.
Palmer and Douglas, so.
Well, and I like to chip and seal over the top of these patches, and it just helps them stay in place, and so far, I don't think we've had a single one come up since we've started doing that, so. But
Well, I'll make a motion to approve Hipfol Construction asphalt patching proposal in the amount of $4,800 per day.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you for that.
And I think we should take that out of the road sales tax. That's what, I mean, because it is, we may not do that if we didn't have that. I think it's a good countywide project.
Or we can use it at several different locations.
Yeah.
That's all I have on my list.
What?
It's quite a bit though. But it's all good progress, and thank you for allowing this to happen, because I know, we, as long as we make a little progress countywide, I think we're doing our jobs. And if we can get that Galesburg Road done sometime in the next construction season, and then, and also the bridge that's coming up down there. I still don't have a word back on
Whether it's been approved or not.
the off-system program yet. They haven't issued awarded who gets what on the off-system program or the local bridge improvement program. So hopefully that'll be coming.
It's a little delayed, isn't it? Usually
It's usually late summer.
Is it late summer?
Fall, kind of. And it's so competitive, and they've got a lot to consider, and I called and pleaded my case with that North Island Bridge. It's in one of those programs, and so I don't know with its collapse if that helps the city or not, but I just wanted them to be aware of it, and I also sent them some pictures and what have you.
So have you, the bridge that actually, is that the one you're talking about
The
on
North
the
Island
island?
Bridge, yes, the one that collapsed.
So you're trying to get help to get that removed?
Well, it was, not removed. I think, I don't think there's anything available there, but.
So what are we doing to get it removed?
When?
What are we doing?
I haven't went out to the contractors yet on it.
Okay.
I had other things going on, but I will do that.
I mean, we need to get it removed.
Yeah.
It's structure for fishing.
It'd make a nice water slide. But,
and I know there's several people down in the Falls District would love to have the bridge going. It's trying to figure out how we fund that, because that will be an expensive bridge right there.
Yeah. But it is in the program for
Yeah.
this year, so there's a possibility that it could be picked, but we have been picked for some nice projects recently, so.
Well, we have to
These programs are very competitive.
we'll have to transfer over the historical value of that bridge.
I don't even, I don't even want to think about that.
It was the bridge.
Well, I know. Also during our budget time, we, I think, got a figure on the money that's left over on the Shaw Elk Road bonds in the neighborhood about $200,000. So we've talked about two different projects. One is the intersection of Elk and Shaw, or the, improving of the side,
The shoulder,
the shoulder there by
Canville Creek.
Neosho River Bridge.
I've talked with Gabby, our treasurer, as well, and she states that is not sitting in that account. So,
Oh,
I'm not sure if we have a correct number on that.
okay.
We're missing money.
Well, maybe we should leave that for another day.
Well, it needs done.
Well, we gotta verify the funds are there left over, so
Okay. Well, if we can,
it should have some funds remaining from the payoff of the bonds on the Shaw Elk Road project, so.
It might be $1,000.
She was estimating about 1,300.
So I don't, Okay.
I,
I'm not gonna say.
don't hold me to this, but I think, the last proposal I got for that, and you guys would have seen it, but I think it was around $150,000. And that was from Heckert, and then we found out we couldn't spend any more on that road because we'd already met the limit.
15 million, yeah.
And, so we had to, back away from that. But I was going to tie the two projects together because that would make sense, to put the shoulder on the south side of the road on each side of the Cannonville Creek Bridge, and also widen the turning radius at where the 160th meets Elk, and just basically pave the shoulders there going around the corners each way. I don't know. I'll put something together and let you take a look at it, and then we can go out for a proposal for, well, it would be the next construction season, but surely by then we can, both of those really need to be done, and it would improve that road greatly. If you think back to 2019, when we got nearly twice the annual rainfall that we usually get, I'll bet we patched that shoulder on each side of that Cannonville Creek Bridge probably 10 times that year. It was, when it washes out, it really washes out. I mean, it washes out about a foot deep, so if you drive off the edge of that thing, you're in trouble. So.
I know we've invested a lot of rock in repair on
Yes,
that.
because we can retrieve some of it, but we sure can't retrieve all of it. And
We still blame CFS. They shrunk it down a little bit too low, so.
I wish that there was a couple of box culverts in there
On either side of the
west
bridge.
of that bridge, and also west of the river bridge. Anyway,
So I think it's another project that either, if we don't have the money left over from the bonds, that we do need to put it on a road sales tax account. We need to get that done. We need to invest in that road before it
Undermines
needs more
it.
repairs than just that.
Right, undermines that
Before we
area.
can have enough money maybe to do an overlay on the whole road, but in the meantime, we need to fix what needs to be.
yeah, and what I would like to do is get you a proposal for sealing the cracks, because I believe that's what CFS recommended in that report I gave you earlier this year. And just seal the cracks off. That'll get us at least another year, maybe a couple years, and then possibly consider doing the double chip and seal like we did on the east part several years back. And then at some point, we will have to have an overlay on it. But that overlay will,
Yeah,
it'll be painful. But it's gotta be done. But I think if we do the double chip and seal on the west side, and maybe do it again on the east side, I don't know, that would still buy us quite a few years. So,
We've got a pretty large investment in that road.
yeah, we do.
so-
But the double chip and seal worked on the east side. It's starting to show signs of wear. There's starting to be some cracks that came through on that since we've done it, but so far it's done what we wanted it to do.
Hey, Mike, we got you up here. Did Brad Meister talk to you? You
In the
guys?
last 2 weeks, no.
Okay, well, Brad called me up, about that road down there, and he told me that all the landowners agree that the county just rock it and minimum maintenance on it, that all the landowners would agree to that. He's talked to them all.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah. It's a closed road. That's my big problem. And when we figured it out in whatever, 11 or whatever it was stated that this was a one-time fix. We're not going to do it after this point, because it is a close. It's like me paving a private drive to somebody's house or having it rocked all the way up. It's like, that should come to the cost of the landowners.
They just need to hire someone else to lay the gravel. If they want gravel, then they need to hire someone. The county's not gonna do it.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, no, I'm just,
brought it up.
I know it's going back through the legal process, which it wasn't done right in,
First place.
well, they closed in 1973. The commission in, what, 2000, 2003?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
They made a deal with Lebec County, and it was never opened back up. There was never an open road. After 1973, they should have opened the road then improved it, and then put it at minimum maintenance, and that was never done.
Previous commission.
Yeah, it was before me.
Yeah.
And that's a long time ago, it was before me.
Yeah, I know that, Nate. Okay.
But I know there was understanding, and
Yeah.
Mr. Schwartz, Peter Schwartz was there, and several of the other members of the community. We explained to them, we would maintain it, would come in and clean it, but then it goes back to the landowners that,
I wasn't there. I'm never aware of that.
yeah,
We was just doing the work.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I know, that was it. It was directed as a deal between Neosho and Lebec County, and that was never done appropriately.
Hey, Mike, do we still got those, stop signs you had at 21st and Plummer? Are they still available?
the flashing ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is there any reason why we can't put them on the end of the Shaw Road? Each end?
Where at?
On the Elk
Elk.
and on 59?
Well, we could put it at Elk, but at 59, that's a state stop sign there.
Yeah.
That's on state right of way. I mean, I was kind of, we have them stored away down there, and we put them there at 21st and Plummer because there was a lot of accidents there, but I was kind of waiting for a place to put them and really haven't had a good spot to put them yet. And I don't think the state would allow us to put them at 59 Highway because those are big signs. They're like whatever the
Yeah.
3-foot one,
Mhm.
3.5, whatever they are. And these are not, they're,
Well, the big thing is, we could probably contact
State?
and see if they could, willing to do that on that.
I could ask him, but I doubt that they would compromise on the size.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
Well, I was
You
just
mean
saying,
putting flashing ones of
yeah,
theirs?
yeah.
Don't hurt to ask.
And they,
But we should put them somewhere. We've got them.
Yeah,
I mean, we-
$2,500 a piece?
yeah, they weren't cheap, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as far as the state
But
right
we-
away, ask them to do theirs, and then we,
We'll do the other end.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I don't think we need it on both sides on that end. We just need the one going west, correct?
Right.
But
And talk to the state about the
that wouldn't be bad.
east end.
Yeah, but we took them up, I mean, they served their purpose there at 21st and Plummer for a long time, and then we took them up when they put the signal lights up, so. But, yeah, I can ask them about that.
That'll be handled out of the Erie office.
Right.
If it's up here, so it'll be out of Erie.
Yes, it would be.
Okay, I'll see what I can find out.
You have anything else for Mike?
No.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike. Chastity, you have anything for us?
I could give you the numbers, I ended up calling the banks. Do you want me to wait on that, or you want me to
Nope,
go ahead and give
now's
you those
a
numbers?
good time.
Okay, so on the equipment number 95-2, so if we were to pay that September 1st, I just set a date for now, that way they can give me a total. They said that would be $63,988.03. They also said daily increments of $3.07 in interest. So if we were even to cut time on that, we could save $3.07 a day. So you set the date, we'll go from there. HVAC payment, Next year's payment is all they could give me until I had a set date. I tried setting a date, they stated that that would need to be confirmed. But that is $208,017.30, and it will lower interest daily. So as soon as you make the payment, it will be cheaper.
That's what the payoff as of January, correct, or whenever?
February.
February.
So I'm assuming you'd want to take those out of the pilot fund? So as of everything that we've committed to so far, we have $1,065,000. So we have enough money to take those out. That will help take that 200,000 off of our
272,000.
mill levy. The 63 would be coming out of equipment reserve. So that's usually just a transfer from the
Yeah.
pilot anyway. That's kind of a wash, but the 200,000 would be actually taken off of our expenses for next year.
And then we will be debt-free. No long-term debt within the county.
Which is a good thing. Again,
Yeah.
still looking
For a
to the
short
future.
term. The only thing that'll cross over for the 26 budget will be the 2 new graders.
Yep. So it's gonna save us about $500 on that one grader payment if we pay 6 months early or
Mm-hmm.
5 months early. So I'll make a motion that we pay off the HVAC loan with Bank of Commerce, I think, correct?
Yes.
As of, included in our next accounts payable on the 26th. An estimated amount of $208,017.13. And be taken out of the pilot fund.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed 3-0.
Then I'll make a motion that we pay off the motor grader unit number 95-2 to Exchange State Bank in approximately the amount of $63,988.03 to be taken out of the pilot fund.
Equipment reserve, I thought. Oh, I thought you wanted that.
We don't have that
Oh,
much
okay,
money
okay,
here.
that's fine. I was just.
That's what we
Oh, yeah.
take it out usually.
Usually, okay, gotcha. That's why I just wrote that
So
down.
you'd have to take it out. We only have $40,000 in the equipment reserve right
Mm-hmm.
now.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed.
So I'd like to make sure we get that into the minutes with these payments, then that the county will be debt-free as of
Long-term debt.
next, on the 26th, unless we, or that
Well-
same day they were signing for the graders, right?
Well, as I said earlier, in our budget, we've reduced our long-term debt over the last 2 years by, this will be almost $1.5 million. So that allows more operational costs, more projects we can do too, so, in the future.
And now we have a sales tax that's not bonded, but it's actually going to, future projects. So I think we do need to keep the future in mind and still plan, but it's a good place to be.
Well, as servicing the debt is really hard. I mean, some of these are 6 and 10-year mortgages that we've laid out there that kind of encumbers future commissions a debt load that they have to try to cover and finance or pay for through their financing. Brett, did you have
Whitman
anything?
Chess, do you have anything else?
Oops, sorry.
No, okay.
Just a couple of things, we could probably cover them in a 5-minute executive session in litigation. Potential litigation.
I move to recess into executive session to discuss matters being privileged in the attorney-client relationship regarding litigation for 5 minutes to include the commission and council, and we will come back at, let's say, 4:20.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor? Aye. Motion passed 3-0.
Well, did you still want a non-elected?
No, I don't need
Oh,
it.
okay. I don't have anything else.
Mhm.
Okay.
Back in, no action taken. Do you have anything else, Gil?
No, I don't think so.
Are we gonna do anything about that forensic audit?
I would like to move forward, but we gotta get our 24 budget
Okay, well, I just
finished.
don't want that.
Or not finished, so the trial balances go to the auditor, and I think we should move forward with that.
And I'd like to give a shout out to Mayor Butch out there. We had a little episode out at the jail with the transformer. It was leaking, and out of the kindness of his heart, he went out and fixed it. You know, so anyway, good job, Butch.
Good.
Yeah.
Public comment? Now it's up to you.
Okay, we're all done and said. I'll move to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Here's the stick.